your forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
It was another muggy day today, but thanks to a bit more cloud cover, our temperatures weren't so hot. Still, though, it is in the lower middle 80s for many spots. 81 degrees in Champaign, 84 in Decatur, as well as in Lincoln, 85 in Springfield, and 85 also in Pontiac. But you can see those clouds on our Adams Memorial weather camera overlooking Champaign and the State Farm Center on our Roof and Dog Island. Winds kind of calm and a little bit of a varying direction there, but it's all very light for this afternoon going into the evening hours, and we're expecting partly cloudy skies for overnight tonight. A few more pop-up storms are possible tomorrow, but it looks to be nice for the weekend. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
When he would wrap his arms around you, you would just feel like, you know, everything could just go away.
Many know George Floyd is a man whose death led to protests against police brutality. But today, those who called him brother and friend said goodbye.
We understand people are hurting. We understand people are in pain.
And what protesters want is for people to understand how they're trying to get their message across. And he's been a radio legend for decades, but soon he's turning off the mic.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
All these people came to see my brother, and that's amazing to me that he touched so many people's hearts.
A moving memorial service for a man whose death sparked massive demonstrations across the world, country, and right here in central Illinois. Good evening, I'm Jennifer ROSCOE. Family, friends, and guests paid tribute to George Floyd today in the first of several memorials. They shared stories and memories in hopes that his death can lead to change. Floyd died last month. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin was recorded pressing his knee onto his neck for nearly 9 minutes. Protesters have since rallied for police reform. And bail has been set for 3 of the former police officers facing charges in the death. The $750,000 apiece bail comes after they made their first appearance in court today. All 3 are charged with aiding and abetting second-degree murder and manslaughter. 2 of the 3 officers had been on the job for less than 5 days before being fired the day after Floyd died. Chauvin, who's now accused of second-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter, was their training officer. We have more information on the officers and the criminal complaints against them on our website at WCIA.com. And people in central Illinois are keeping a close eye on what's happening in Minnesota while continuing to push for change. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays has more.
You changed the world, George. We're going to keep marching, George. We're going to keep fighting, George.
That's the momentum people who showed up for George Floyd's memorial service Thursday are hoping to keep up, as well as continuing to push for equality.
When we see unarmed black men not given the benefit of the doubt in so many situations, and they end up losing their lives, to us that shows we're not seen as worthy.
Some organizations are hoping people choose peaceful protest as a way to make sure their message is heard.
We understand people are hurting. We understand people are in pain. They're frustrated with the treatment of black people in America. Even though this is their message of we're frustrated and tired, a lot of times they lose focus on what the problem is, because now the focus is on the looting, the rioting, the protesting that isn't so peaceful versus why we are out here in the first place trying to make a difference.
They're hoping everyone, regardless of religion or cultural backgrounds, will join together to make a change.
And eventually we can all feel as though we're equal and feel that all of our lives do matter.
Reporting in Champaign, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Floyd's body will be returned to his hometown of Houston for a funeral service there. Now, community members in Taylorville are getting ready to hold their own event in response to Floyd's death. Organizers say they work with city leaders to keep everybody safe as they march around the city. That starts at 6:30. We'll have a live report once it starts. More than a dozen people arrested over the weekend for looting in Champaign are now out of jail. 2 volunteer organizations paid their bonds. $46,000 total. Volunteers with the Champaign County Bailout Coalition say they chose these 16 people because they understand the motivation behind the crimes they're accused of.
We think that you know, the anger is there, and the anger is important to talk about and justified, but we don't necessarily think that the potential crimes that people committed are. But if someone is in jail and they can't pay, we think it's important that they're able to get out of jail just like somebody who does have the money to pay.
Volunteers say they were also concerned about the people's safety. That's because of the close quarters of a jail during the pandemic. An 84-year-old man is dead after he was hit by a car in Shelbyville. It happened near Route 16 and 2008 East Road this morning. State police say a 25-year-old man was driving on Route 16 when the senior citizen went into the road to get his mail. The car hit him and he died. The driver was not hurt. Police were called out to a crash between a car and a bicyclist. It happened near Country Fair Drive and Springfield Avenue in Champaign before noon today. Witnesses on the scene say the bike rider was taken to the hospital. No word on the person's condition. A federal grand jury has indicted a former PE teacher at University High School in Urbana. 56-year-old Douglas Minot also coached girls cross country. He's charged with distribution and possession of child pornography. Police say Minot used an instant messaging app for the crime. Officials say the content was traced back to IP addresses from his home in Savoy and at the U of I. If convicted, Minot faces up to 20 years in prison. And a grand jury has also returned indictments against 2 men for separate cases involving child sex crimes. Police say 55-year-old James Russian of Tuscola used social media to try to solicit sex with an 8-year-old girl. He was really talking to an FBI agent who was acting as an adult who said they had access to the child. And 45-year-old Caleb Hickman from Indiana was arrested for trying to get a 14-year-old to travel from Champaign to South Bend. Hickman was also talking to an undercover FBI agent. Some voices are instantly recognizable, but soon you won't be hearing one that is iconic to Central Illinois for years. Plus, unemployment has shot up because of the pandemic, but some say those hurt the most were already at a disadvantage before.